All right, let's do this. Let's move forward. So re-sign phase, nothing to do. But you might have noticed something right above this old webcam and in the quick link options. Player morale is on, by the way. Because how could it not be? So free agency picks up where modern free agency leaves off. So obviously the top names IRL that are still out there, here they are. We'll see who goes where, that type of deal. Again, we're not going to sign anybody. We're gonna let it play out. You know, we're gonna let it play out, and then we'll sign a cap whale. Boy's gonna be fighting in the locker room. That's the goal. That is the goal. I'm not gonna worry about a better coaching staff because let's be honest, we don't want a good coaching staff right now. We want this team to be as bad as possible. There are also apparently no good scouts available. So that sucks. We'll just deal with it as it is. We'll deal with it as it is. So let's go ahead. We'll sim the next season. We'll take a look around the league. And we'll see where we're at. You make a dickhead team and don't include teams. So again, I said this a few minutes ago. I'll say it again. The idea is if you sign the real-life dickheads that have motivated this team, it almost puts a damper because it's like, oh, here, let me try to portray them in a positive light when they can't portray themselves in a positive light. Whereas if it's computer-generated players, it's like, whatever, they're not real. So it's fine. Except for the dudes in the first couple years worth of drafts that are real, but you get the point. At least I think you do. So who are the vets? I mean, Joel Lundqvist can definitely get the big boy contract. Wheels, no worries. Adam Cracknell, who just signed an AHL deal today, actually, with Henderson. But I think he'll like my offer a little bit more. Leafs legend, Petri Conciola. Perfect. Perfect. There we go. We'll sign a couple of cap whales. We're not worried about the AHL at all or anything like that. Let's see. It's so weird having morale on. We do it so infrequently nowadays. But here we are. Jesus Christ. It's still showing us with all the cap space in the world. This will be interesting. This will be interesting. So yeah, needless to say, the morale of certain players is going to be quite low. And yeah, season one, we're not really going to care, I would say is the best way to put it. We're not really going to care. We're not going to worry about the AHL, anything like that. We'll let the AHL get filled out with a bunch of randos. We have Luke Witkowski and Brandon Baddock on the top line. So the Americans won't do very well. Cap-wise, oh my god, it's still showing us. I thought it would adjust a little bit. So technically we are over the floor. But let's bring in one more plur. It'll be a goalie. And, well, Thomas Greiss would fit this team pretty well. Let's go with Anton Khudobin. Yes, I'm going to give the former Bruin a bunch of money. Why not? And let's see if we can have a fourth goalie on the roster. So the big question for season one is going to be, okay, we have the draft, right? Like, obviously, Lassi Numminen, Walter Dahlman, it still generates. But Bedard, Carlson, Fantilli, Reinbacher, Smith. Will it generate any of these guys with character issues? That is the question. Will any of them be generated with character issues? It's the luck of the draw in a lot of ways as to whether or not this idea will work out for us in the slightest. We do need a U.S. East. We need a U.S. East scout. This might be the most maybe not the most. Is it the most? The most RNG heavy franchise we've ever tried to do? It's up there, man. Bunny, thank you for the 20 months. I'm glad I'm one of the only fun facts you know about me. Here's all you need to know. Bunch of trees. Moose. The ocean. And you're good. That's all you need to know. That's it. That's it. Heard that Connor Bedard's a real prick. First overall, baby. Is it rule heavy? No. There's just one particular rule that's very heavily weighted towards whether or not we'll be successful. The best way to describe it is dickheads only. I don't think we have anything else to change about this team. Not a thing. I will showcase the uniforms for the Greenville Good Dudes. Because why not? We also play at the Bon Secours Wellness Arena, which is a real place in Greenville, South Carolina. But yeah, these are the unis. Okay, they're actually not that blocked off. You know, these are the unis. I can give you the full look in the team editor later on, but you know, yeah, we're a team. We're a team. We're the good dudes. We're the good dudes. You know. And then AHL-wise, I'll have to look against Abbotsford. Again, this is when we were going to be a little bit more spicy about this. But chat said to keep this team. So we have the, haha, you dickheads, you get to wear a blue line fucking jersey, you dumb fucks. We have that jersey. We have the don't tread on me, don't step on Snick jersey. And then just to piss them off, you know, we get the trans flag jersey, the one jersey they'd really be mad to wear. We'll give them two that they'll be like, yeah, we'll wear those, and then sorry, you're gonna wear this jersey all the time. But it's got a skull on it, so it's cool and edgy. Again, I wanted to change the team. Chat said keep it, so that team was basically all Chat's idea. I'm not throwing them under the bus. That's just a fact. So, all right. So, pretty much, we get to just sim through this season. It is a draft of glory, which means we are going to suck. I forgot to look at other teams really quickly. It's a draft of glory, which means we're going to suck. Thing to keep in mind, obviously, we want to look at free agency and see who might have gone where. And then, obviously, there are some guys whose contracts will be up. So, the Anaheim Ducks... looking like this. I am going to look through pretty quickly and only point out like major changes because we have 31 teams to look at. That could actually be Anaheim's defense this year. And John Gibson's still there. They also signed Yara Halak, but who knows if we'll have to move John Gibson sooner rather than later. Arizona. That's the guy they drafted first overall a second ago, but they're also playing Dylan Gunther. So that's cool. Yeah. And then their defense, they also got that guy like third overall, so that was pretty cool. But, you know, aside from that, it's going to be a fun year for Deke Slayer watching this team. They are a team. And they also have Alex Galchenyuk as a healthy scratch. The Bruins, without Bergeron and Krejci, they did sign Josh Bailey and Phil Kessel. At this point, bring Phil Kessel back, too. I'm fine with that. I'm fine with that. Bring back Phil. We also signed Caleb Jones, which I'd be pretty cool with. So that's nice. And then obviously Swayman and all-marking goal. Zaboro, Forbert, and AJ is the scratch. It's good to know. Buffalo. A lot of gold for Buffalo. A lot of gold, but no major signings outside of course, what the team's going to look like IRL. Same thing defensively. Still can't believe how much money they're paying some of their defensemen. And then their goaltending's Eric Comrie and Dustin Tokarski, which, good luck. Good luck. Carolina. Well, Carolina, our rivals to the north. They signed Tomas Nosek, and that was about it. Aside from who else is already on that roster. Again, Orloff, Burns, Slavin, Pesci. That's a disgusting top four defense, man. Really, really is. It really is. Columbus didn't bring anybody in from free agency, really. It's just a combination of what you'd expect. They're running with a lot of the younger guys. Don't sign a piece of paper. If Babs asks you a question about your teammates and asks you to fill out a piece of paper, don't do it. Oh, but Dookie, he is a changed man. He talked about how he talked with his daughter and then the man's had 4 fucking chances already. I'm sorry that I'm not excited for his 5th. Anyway, they also got to draft this extra dude in Alexei Sergeyev. So that's cool. Tarasov, Merzlikins in goal. That's a tandem. That's a tandem. $4 million of Eric Branson scratched. Calgary. Didn't really sign anybody. And who knows? Maybe that's a team in consideration for who we want to use, given the rumors of goodbye Lindholm, goodbye Backlund, goodbye Hannafin, goodbye everybody. Maybe. Goalies, Markstrom and Vladar. All right, nothing too crazy for Calgary. Chicago obviously won't have Connor Bedard unless they out-tank us this year. But yeah, Taylor Hall's there. So that's cool. They signed Derek Stepan. That's cool. Ended up with Ryan Strome. Well, you know, if you want to lose hockey games, you can't do much worse than a Del Zotto, Seth Jones top pair. You can't do much worse than that. So, good on him. Colorado did not sign anybody extra, I believe. How weird is it, by the way, that Jonathan Drouin's on the Avs? And you watch, he's finally going to look like a 3rd overall pick. Just you watch. And there's that Colorado defense. It's a defense outside that top pair. So it's Georgiev. Yeah, nothing too different there. Still haven't seen the big names. Dallas. Nobody knew. Look at that. The fact that Sam Steele's over Jamie Benn makes me happy. Why is Rantanen playing center? Because he does play center. Somewhat frequently. So it's a secondary position. Defense. That's a defense for Dallas, all right. All finished defense pair for the top pair. I like it. Ottinger Wedgwood. Johnson Boquist. They're the ones to have signed Mark Stahl? How did you get him from Philly? Trading's off. Interesting. Well, there seems to have been some complications with it being an expansion draft and some of the contracts. But let's be honest, Mark Stahl is not a big deal, so fuck him. By the way, the Iser plan. Don't know what the hell is going on with that, but sure. Sure. At least they signed Shane Gostisbehere, who is very, very good. And then they also signed this guy, who's just got that one character. Ooh, that's a lot of money as a healthy scratch. That one major character flaw, you know? What are you going to do? Edmonton, did you sign anybody? No! Because what cap space do you have to sign people with? But they do have Connor Brown. And Vinny Desharnais' mustache, which is always great. And Philip Broberg's a healthy scratch, but we're not going to trade him. Florida, no major signings for them either. Where the hell did Patrick Kane go? Yeah, most of these teams are pretty much what you would have expected. Yeah, so far. Los Angeles. Still no major changes here. Imagine if they could get away with Quentin Byfield being their 2C. In real life, Altex, but we're talking about this franchise mode. Ooh, that defense. They brought back Alex Edler, though. Riddick and Talbot. I don't know what Los Angeles is doing, honestly, with some of their moves. I don't get it. Minnesota signed Thomas Tatar. What did they give him? 4.8 for the year? Jesus, that's a bit much. I think they also signed Brett Ritchie. He hasn't signed their IRL. Anderson Dolan wasn't qualified by the Kings, but he did re-sign with them. The nose. It's all the fucking allergies. Dude, it's been raining here for like 4 weeks. Shit's nuts. AKA a month. Montreal also didn't sign anybody. They're basically running with the team that you would expect them to be running with. Fair enough. Yeah, they really didn't sign anybody. Who the hell signed all of those free agents, though? Like, there were free agents. Buyout penalties I try to replicate as best I can, but it's not a perfect science, unfortunately. Again, New Jersey pretty much looks like New Jersey will probably look like. Yeah, they got Luke Hughes in the lineup. No major change. Okay, they signed Brian Elliott as a backup, which is probably smart. They're keeping some people scratched who shouldn't be scratched, but, you know. Every free agent was just like Tarasenko. Nashville, I would have expected to have signed some people. They didn't. They didn't. So Nashville's just kind of hanging out, which is realistic to Nashville. Who the hell knows what they're doing? I like it. I like it. The Islanders were the ones to sign Patrick Kane. Let's be honest. IRL, that would be a very good fit for the Islanders. I don't know if it'd be a good fit for Kane, but the Islanders, genuinely having Patrick Kane to work with like Matt Barzal would be awesome. Or, you know, honestly, if I were the Islanders, it'd be like, all right, Barzal's playing one wing, Horvat and Kane. Just have Barzal and Kane go insane and have Horvat in front to bang them in. You know? So that would actually be a pretty damn good signing for the Islanders. And of course, because it's Lou Lamoriello, Patrick Kane would get a 7-year deal. They also signed Paul Stastny. The Rangers signed Danton Heinen. I don't believe they signed him IRL. Obviously, Bonino and Wheeler are there. It's the prediction under the Brinkett trade and contract that he won't be traded. And I'm just saying that at this rate, so that way when he does finally friggin' get traded, it might actually be exciting. Instead of this long, drawn-out garbage nonsense. I saw R. Nash on the New York Rangers, and I'm like, oh, he came back? But no. Ottawa. Running Igor Sokolov on the second line. Fair enough. Again, so like Patrick Kane, like where's Tarasenko? Where the hell is Tarasenko? That's my big question. You don't have to ask about Korpisalo. He'll be there forever and ever on, man. Oli Levy in Ottawa. Love to see it. Philly. And Oscar Sundqvist is there. That's a Philly team, all right. Another prime candidate for a new franchise mode, given that it's like, all right, keep tearing them down. Keep tearing them down. They did get that extra defenseman Nordgren again. I couldn't stop. You can't stop the AI from generating prospects in an extra draft. You can't do it. As annoying as it is. Pittsburgh. I mean, obviously IRL. Kyle Dubas has been pretty busy. Lars Eller, Noel Acciari, Matt Nieto, the Riley Smith trade. Ryan Graves on defense, which was a decent chunk of money. You got the New Jersey connection, though, with Ian Ty Smith. They re-signed Jari for a boatload of money. Will Butcher, all the former Devils. Seattle. We still haven't found where Tarasenko signed. I am happy Yamamoto landed in Seattle, though. I think that'll be good for him. Yep, there's just... Huh. Like, we know these guys signed. I checked the list. San Jose... I mean, they're in full rebuild mode as well. I mean, Jesus Christ, they have Nathan Todd as their fourth line center. That's amazing. You know, we used the Sharks in a franchise mode not that long ago, but they are still prime candidates to use in franchise mode as a rebuilder. St. Louis. They were not the ones to sign Tarasenko. And they're playing Kevin Hayes on the wing, even though it could be Shen Hayes Sod. In a different order because this game sucks in some ways. That's one of the primary. Also, they have Verana as a healthy scratch. That's not ideal. Not ideal. Tampa. Still no Tarasenko. Still no Tarasenko. Where the hell did he sign? Tampa did sign. Oh, dude, if Tampa got Ethan Bear. Oh, that would suck. Guarantee he'd do well in Tampa. Guarantee it. Toronto. And obviously Bertuzzi's there. They were the ones to sign Comtois. They brought back Nick Ritchie. Amazing. Amazing. They also signed Scott Harrington. Good to know. Sonoff and Murray are their goalies. They also signed Matt Dumba and Eric Stahl. How the hell did they have $4.5 million to give to Matt Dumba? It's not like I took Matt Murray in the expansion draft. Vancouver. Again, nobody... What the hell did I just do? I hit the wrong button is what I did. Neat. Vancouver, again, there wasn't anybody shocking there. Again, Tanner Pearson's apparently going to play next year, which is shocking. Wishing him the best. God damn. Vancouver also signed Martin Jones. Got to stay in the Pacific Northwest, you know? Got to do it. Vegas did not sign Tarasenko. If he is on the free agent list after all, I'm going to be mad. But still, we were going to look through these anyway. I wanted to see what a lot of these teams are shaping up like. Especially because we didn't really take roster players off of any team. How dare you scratch Nick Hague, the best boy. Winnipeg. You have Nino Niederreiter on the fourth line for some reason, because great game. Might he actually be on Washington, old Vladimir Tarasenko? In chat, it was called that it would have been Washington. Well done. Well done. Derp Greasy. Congratulations, you just earned VIP. You nailed it. You called it. You nailed it. Congratulations, you just earned VIP in this chat. Well done. You earned it. You called your shot, and you won. Congratulations. All right, so that's what the teams are looking like heading into Season 1. I say Season 1 because I'd like to not count any of our seasons for a very, very long time, because we're going to be bad for a very, very long time. But let's go ahead, skip through the season. We'll see how it all plays out. We'll get through our first drafts and pray that Connor Bedard has character issues, everybody. Pray. Fall and pray. Oh my God, season .01. Yeah, because it probably will take 10 years for us to be an AHL caliber team. We have won 3 games this year, though. You know what? It's not too late into the season. We'll put up a prediction. Over under 9.5 wins. You got a chance to bet now, chat. Over under 9.5 wins. So Barzy, essentially, we are only going to be allowed to draft players who have character issues or something along those lines in their scouting report. It's the idea of we are the team that will take all the young dickheads of the world and turn them into cool dudes. Or good dudes, because we're the Greenville good dudes. So there's that. Let's be real, hockey players usually have character issues. Correct, which is why it's perfect. So, yeah, I don't know why Mark Stahl was on the wrong team, but yeah, we probably could end up signing him. I have no idea. So when are you getting D'Angelo? Again, as mentioned, I don't think I want to bring in real-life dickbags, because then I have to watch them win something. And even if in this game we could say they've actually done something to show that they've improved as people, in real life they haven't. So I don't really feel like celebrating them, you know? Also, given I've been playing a decent amount of the WHA series, do you know how nice the sim speed is when you don't have 48 teams? It's ridiculous, man. It's ridiculous. It's so awesome. We're going to have PLD as captain. You know, it's funny. We haven't won a single game since I put up that prediction. We haven't won a single damn game since I put up that prediction. That is fucking ridiculous, isn't it? God damn. I hate it here. I hate it here. Are the good dudes being... Good dudes are guys being dudes. That's just how it works, man. That is just how it works, you know? Alright, so trade deadline turned off for Season 1. We'll turn it off at the draft. Again, all to make sure that the AI try to keep their rosters as accurate to real life as possible. So... we'll list ourselves as sellers, even though it does not matter. We have actually won a few more games. We're up to 7. Can the boys do it? Can the initial batch of good dudes win 10 games in a season? It's contra. Oh, there's number 8. It's close. It was a controversial mark, but it appears to have been accurate. 8 wins, 9 wins. Can we win one more? Give us 10. 4 more chances. 3 more chances, 2, 1 more chance. Then they did it on the last day of the season. Fuck you, those who doubted the good dudes. That's 10 wins in a season. Perfect line at 9.5. I am Vegas. I am the law. Turns out I do know what the fuck I'm doing. Kyle Clifford led this team. Yeah, of course Pittsburgh lost to a shit team on the last day of the season. 35 points for Kyle Clifford to lead the team. Oh my god, we had 2 30-point getters. Best plus minus was a minus 35. And the worst was the minus 88 of Tyler Wotherspoon. Goaltenders, 6 of our wins for Zach Fucale, 4 of them for Zach Sawchenko, who were both pretty damn even in terms of their ability this season. Yeah, I'm afraid to look at what our morale system might be showing. Around the league, we are on medium for scorings. When it comes to the forwards, Jesus, 122 points for Jason Robertson. You had Matthews, Pasternak, Ehlers, McDavid, Hintz, Burakovsky, and McKinnon, all at least 100 points. Zach Hyman was up there as well. Top goal scorer was 69. Nice. David Pasternak. Robertson also broke 60. And then with 50 was Matthews, McDavid, Kaprizov, Connor, and Jack Hughes. The assist king with 79 was Zach Hyman because Connor McDavid. Defensively, 103 points for Erik Karlsson. I love it. John Carlson, Roman Josi, Cale Makar were all at least a point per game. Very nice. Top goal scorer with 33 was Erik Karlsson. Goaltender, the winningest, Darcy Kemper in Washington. Shutout leader with 14. Jesus. Igor Shesterkin. Kemper also had 10. And the save percentage king amongst starters was Shesterkin at a 923. It's him or Kemper. I think the Vezina is going to go to Kemper. And for the Calder, it looks like it will be Matty Beniers. Of course, replicating this past season as best we can. But yeah, it looks like Matty Beniers will get that done. So, obviously, we will have the top lottery odds in this upcoming draft. Playoffs, by the way, it will be Seattle, Winnipeg, Colorado, Calgary, Vancouver, Edmonton, Minnesota, Dallas. So, round 1 loss for Minnesota. Ottawa, Tampa, Montreal, Florida, Washington, Toronto, and Columbus takes on Pittsburgh. Popcorn Chicken, thank you for the 47 months. The idea is simple. Douches. Draft them. Make them not douche. That's the plan. That is the plan. There's a joke to be made there about how some... we're going to skip it. We're going to skip it. So let's go ahead. We can... Oh, by the way, our locker room chemistry right now is at 24%. How many years before we make the playoffs? I don't think we'll ever make the playoffs, and this is why. Dan Renouf is a presence. But, yeah, this is why I don't think we'll ever make the playoffs. Because the morale system is on. We're fucked. That's what's going to happen. We aren't going to win a goddamn thing. But damn it, I'm going to have fun trying. But yeah, we won't win a thing. Oh, goodness. So see, the lottery luck, it doesn't even matter. Exactly, because we might not be able to pick anybody at the top. The Edmonton Oilers, all they needed was Connor Brown, have won the Stanley Cup. The Providence Bruins win the Calder Cup. So there you go, Edmonton fans. It's finally going to happen. Next season, the Oilers win over Montreal in 5. How did the season 1 Habs make the Stanley Cup final? Jesus Christmas. And the Providence Bruins swept the Manitoba Moose in 7. How the hell did Montreal do that? But okay. So Edmonton, in terms of winning it, Draisaitl likely won the Conn Smythe. McDavid was up there too, but yeah, that was Draisaitl's for sure. 926 from Stuart Skinner. He figured out how to stop a puck in the playoffs. Award-wise, of course, the Oilers win the Cup. Jason Robertson won the Art Ross, the Hart Trophy as well. The Norris goes to Eric Carlson for the 2nd year in a row, technically, as well as the Bing. Calder goes to Matty Beniers. Draisaitl wins the Conn Smythe. Kemper the Vezina, as well as the Jennings. Petrovic won the Masterton. Go to Alex Petrovic. Well, I don't think a Canucks head coach will win the Jack Adams anytime soon, but fair enough. Couturier wins the Selke. Ted Lindsay to Jason Robertson. And Pasternak won the Rocket Richard. In the AHL, Michael Scarbosa put up the most points and was league MVP. Phil DeGiuseppe scored the most goals. Sean Farrell was the top rookie. Connor Timmins, the top defenseman. Spencer Knight, the top goaltender. Mason Lohrei, the MVP of the play. I can only get so erect. Stop it, EA. Stop it. You tease. Off-season number 1. Officially. Off-season number 1. We're going to go turn waivers and trades back on, even though we will not take part in either. But we will turn those on for the AI to be able to use in order to make changes to their teams. We will not be partaking in Draft to Glory fashion. So, here we go. Here we go. Michkov is in the draft. Yeah, so we end up with the 2nd overall pick. God help me if it says Connor. If Connor Bedard has character issues, I'm going to scream. If this game designates Connor Bedard as having character issues, I'm going to fucking yell. Wayne Simmons. Wow, Derek Ryan retired. Okay. Wayne Simmons, Derek Ryan, Latvian hero, former Bruin, Kaspars Daugavins. Jack Johnson, Mark Stahl, good riddance. Matt Barkowski. And in goal, Brian Elliott, Corey Schneider, Alex Stalock, and others. All right, so it is our first potentially half-decent draft. God help me. Who will our top option be if it says Connor Bedard has character issues? We didn't even scout Connor Bedard. We'll never know. Apparently, we didn't scout Connor Bedard. Lassie Numanen. No character flaws. Walter Dahlman is a good leader, son of a bitch. Leo Carlson. Pro mentality, anyone would love to have him. Son of a bitch. It didn't tell us anything about Fantilli either. That's great. What about David Reinbacher? Have you become hardened from people online being dickheads? Nope. Soft-spoken person seems like... Yeah. If that's not David Reinbacher, come on. Will Smith, he slaps people. Magic hands, that's for sure. Would mesh well in any locker room. Oh, no. Dmitry Simashev. Pro mentality, anyone would be lucky to have... Oh, my God. Edward Saleh. Loyalty is a concern. That's not a big enough character flaw. Oh, fuck. Braden Yeager. Some concerns if he could handle a professional environment. That's about the best we can hope for right now. What about Zach Benson? Nope. Matt Wood? Nothing to report. That's great. Colby Barlow. Passionate to win but gets emotional. That's not a dick. He's young, but he's not a dickhead. We got no information about Danielson. Dvorsky, what the fuck were our scouts doing? Samuel Hanzik, oh my god. Did we just not scout? What were we doing? What were we doing, scouts? Gabe Perreault, oh my god. Mikhail Gulyayev. Oh, this isn't looking good. Thank God we have at least one option so far. I don't know what the hell our scouts are doing. Easton Cowan's there. Oh no. Not a great... Well, you saw, we set up the scouts too. They took the year off. David Edstrom. Bradley Nadeau. Future U-Man Black Bear. Turns out our scouts are the biggest dickheads. Yeah! Character issues for Daniel Boot! Alright, well, we have options then. What about Ryan Leonard? No. Otto Stenberg? No. Theo Lindstein? No. Tom Willander? No. Riley Height? As surprise, surprise, Connor Bedard, in this reality, is an LA King. I know Ryan Leonard, he's a bit of a dick. Does that count? Unfortunately not. Riley Height, there was nothing there. Lukas Dragicevic seems incredibly loyal and is very even keel. Fuck. Etienne Morin? Character issues for Etienne Morin. Okay, that's good. Andrew Cristal. I mean, ooh, character issues for Andrew Cristal, but also said he would mesh well in any locker room. But that's a 4 out of 4. That's a 3 out of 4. We'll go to the second round when we have a chance. So it pretty much comes down, chat, to Braden Yeager. Comes down to Braden Yeager or Daniel Boo, the big-ass Russian who does have noted character issues. I don't really care who we take. It doesn't matter much to me. So I will leave it up to you guys. Will we take the Boot, the Boo, or will we take Braden Yeager? I will leave it up to you guys because it makes no difference to me whatsoever. Looks like Braden Yeager's going to win this vote via landslide, but hey. I'm a man of the people. Refresh, by the way, if the poll did not appear attached to your chat. There's some more votes for Daniel Boo than you would have expected. Gonna boot Braden Yeager right out of here, aren't we? Yeager isn't guaranteed. Neither of these guys are guaranteed. But we're only allowed to take one of these guys based off of the scouting report of them trying to be dicks. Chat's trying to tie it, aren't they? Yes, they are. That's what chat does. That is what chat does every time, is always tries to tie up the vote. But Braden Yeager is earning separation. And whether or not it's true in real life, I don't give a shit. This game is saying, you know what? Braden Yeager has character issues, and so we will believe him. It is going to be Braden Yeager, second overall. Which, again, he's good. He's good. Doesn't have the medium elite, but he is good. So, welcome aboard, Braden Yeager. At least we have somebody who will be half decent. For the hell of it, the rest of the first round generated Newman. Leo Carlson goes to Arizona. Adam Fantilli to Chicago. David Reinbacher to Buffalo. Generated Dahlman to Nashville, which is a big steal. Simishev to St. Louis. Henrique, what is going on, my man? How are you? Saleh goes to Vegas. Will Smith is a Shark. It worked. Zach Benson goes to Philadelphia. You have Matt Wood to Boston. I can't, Matt. I can't. Barlow to Carolina. Danielson to Detroit. Okay. Quentin Musty's a Ranger. Honzek to the Devils. Oliver Moore to the Islanders. Gabe Pro to Calgary. Dvorsky to Winnipeg. Gulyayev to Toronto. Stramel to Chicago. And again, where these guys were drafted, Michkov is in. He just has low elite potential now. So he'll be available later in the draft because the draft's weird. Oliver Bonk to Vancouver. Easton Cowan to Pittsburgh. Callum Ritchie to Montreal. Molendyke to Minnesota. Sandim Pelika to Edmonton. David Edstrom to Ottawa. Bradley Nadeau to Colorado. Daniel Boo to Washington. Another Russian. Ryan Leonard to New York. Stenberg to Columbus. Lindstein to Montreal. Tom Willander to Seattle. And we have the first pick of round number 2. Come on, character issues. We know that Morin and Cristal are already there. How is Michkov low elite? To replicate the fact that no one was smart enough to take him with a top 3 pick. That's how. Top 4. Top 3, maybe a stretch. Top 5 at least, Jesus. And because, hey, it'll get people to yell at me. Which is, it's easy bait once we put out the, hey, here's the roster update video. So Gauthier won't work. Grayson Sachin will work out. Okay, character issues. Tristan Bertucci isn't going to work. Alan Lind, we don't know anything about. Oh, boy. Haminaho. Doesn't let things bother him. Good to know. Bo Aki. Well, Bo Aki. Just getting ready to type that, yeah. Carrie Terrence. Nope. Gavin Brindley. Passionate person gets emotional. Yeah. Casper Haltonen. Character issues for Casper Haltonen. Love it. Nico Mijatovic. No character issues for you. Jaka Dvorak. Nope. Owen Zemmer. Nope. Andre Loshko. No. Whew. Luca Pinelli. You put him at low franchise, he probably goes second. So, again, all things people can change. I do things for a reason. It appears as though we are running... Oh, there. Well, okay, the personality for Matthew Cataford. Hunter, what do we got for you? Very loyal, but can lack the drive to win. Eh. William Whitelaw, lack size, passionate, gets emotional. That's not enough. Colson Petra. Keeps motion check, loyal, but lacks... that's not negative enough. Jaden Perron. Okay, we do have options here in round 2, though, which is good. Which is good. Caden Price. Character issues for Caden Price. Okay. All right. Cagnoni, nope. Cam Squires, nope. Gustav Froloff, nope. E.S.E. Nurmi, nope. All right, we are about out of round 2 territory anyway, so we'll have another set of decisions to make. All right. So, in terms of the players we have on our board, start off with the defense. It would be down to either Etienne Morin or Caden Price. Both have character issues. Passionate person gets emotional is the tag for both of them. Price has the Brian Leach comparison, but Morin 2 years out instead of 3 for Moncton. Caden Price is also currently a year younger. Either or seems to be fine. Forward-wise, is Matthew Cataford 2 years out, which isn't that bad. Cares about winning, some concerns if he can handle professional environment. Haltonen, concerns about how he keeps his emotions in check. Lucic comparison as well, which is beautiful. Sachin keeps the emotions in check. And then Andrew Cristal would mesh well in any locker room. Hate to tell you, that just ruled out Andrew Cristal. That just ruled out Andrew Cristal. So with that, chat, we have 5 options. We can't really go wrong with any of them. I'll leave it up to you as well, because I don't really care. Really, it doesn't make too much of a difference right now. It's just whoever, you know. So it'll be these 5 that'll fit. Again, if the poll does not start up for you, refresh the stream. And if it still doesn't show up for you after that, send a complaint letter to Twitch. So, does this actually impact anything? We're going to find out, Major. With the morale system on, we're going to find out. We will see if this actually does anything. And if not, I can report back to EA with my findings, and in 3 to 10 years, they will hopefully have the time, resources, and manpower to be able to flesh out the morale system a little bit more. You know? So that's the hope. That's the hope. Morin by a landslide, indeed. Etienne Morin. Welcome to Greenville. 67 high 6. That's not bad. It's not bad. Not at all. Round number 3. What do we have? We stopped at Sawyer Minio last time. Dylan McKinnon. Nothing about you. What about Matt Vaymichkov? No character issues. So again, you put some... Well, there are concerns about him keeping his emotions in check. It's fucking stupid how it drops a low elite who has a good starting overall and a fucking full house of abilities down to the 3rd round, but it is what it is from the game. Johansson, nothing really there. So far, Michkov is the one that we can justify. Please tell me that Marku Herme is a dickhead. He's not. Damn it. Terrell Goldsmith. Fantastic leader. Fuck, that's not what we're looking for. And then they didn't scout the goalies at all. Oh, my scouts suck. Passion to win, but gets emotional. Is the door off? Mesh wall in any locker room. I can't believe some of the names that they didn't scout. Concerns if he could handle a professional environment, so Force Fall's there. Yuri Zikov. Concerns if he can handle a professional environment. Urinen doesn't fit. Oh my god. Caden Hamel, whatever he prefers. Matthew Mayich. Well, so far, funny enough, Matvei Michkov is the guy. So far, there has been a distinct lack of character issues in this round. Funny enough. Cole Brown. Character issues for Cole Brown. Anthony Tambellini. Sawyer Baker. Aiden Lawton. There are fewer options than I expected. I expected there to be a few options from draft to draft. This is again, it's just pure shot in the dark as to whether or not it generates someone as a bit of a dickhead. I'm aware of how much time is left. We're fine. A minute's a very, very long time. Oh, Kozanov, not there. Sam Besser, thank you for the raid, sir. How did the stream go? Yeah, there is, yeah, it's the good guy class. Incredibly oh, good, the fucking medium league goalie is incredibly loyal and even keel. Good to know. Pro mentality, that's great. Where are the dickheads? It's towards the end of a draft. Where are the dickheads? Okay, well, on our list, we have 4 guys. There is Cole Brown, who does have defined character issues, but nothing else. There is Michkov, who does not have defined character issues, but it does say that he struggles to keep his emotions in check. There's Yuri Zikov. Concerns about if he could handle a professional environment. Sam Besser with the gifted sub as well, you love to see it. And then concerns if Zeb Forcefall could handle the professional environment. So none of them are 2 for 2. None of them are 2 for 2 in terms of like, well, clearly. Again, because Cole Brown has the character issue, but personality is a big factor in what we look at too, and that we know nothing about. Michkov, we don't know if he has character issues, but personality-wise, those issues are there. And obviously, very tempting to take him. And it's the same thing with Zikov and Forceful. So very clearly, it comes down to Michkov or Cole Brown. So basically, what this poll comes down to, chat, is how much you guys fucking hate me. Because I think there's justification that you could take either. I'm going to leave it up to you. You know the deal with the polls by now, and if you don't, that means you weren't listening. In which case, what the hell is the matter with you? Is it going to be Michkov, or do you guys hate me, and are we going to go with Cole Brown? Sam Besser, thank you again for the extra gifted sub. Appreciate the crap out of you. What do we got? What do we got? Also, I did that thing at the bad time. Well, surprise, surprise, Matvei Michkov won the post. Who am I to argue? I left it up to chat. Michkov's the pick. He is only a 65 to replicate the fact it'll take forever. He's a low elite to replicate the fact that we don't know. But obviously, in terms of ability, it's there. Tell me that's an unfair analysis. I'll tell you, you don't know what the fuck you're talking about. Pick number 100. Pick number 100. So Cole Brown is still there. Fun fact. Diamond Ace called it. Cole Brown is still there. And will likely be our next pick. Concerns about how he keeps his emotion in check. Okay, Nathaniel Day as a goalie. We looked at Johansson.
Oh, we're doing this again?
This might work. This might. Sam, another gifted sub. You got to cut it out, man. Was it payday? Shoosh. Vladislav Valabik, incredibly loyal. That's not fun. Concerns if he can handle a professional environment. That's good. Tim Sorelli, you're fucking terrible. Emmett Finney. We're going to have to start sorting by potential at this stage of the draft. Pretty much. Well, it comes down to Cole Brown, Hanu Hino, or Nathaniel Day, the goalie. Which, let's be honest, then it probably comes down to Cole Brown and Nathaniel Day. We haven't taken a goalie yet. Again, it's 50-50 between the two. Wouldn't mind taking the goalie, but we will take Cole Brown. Let's do it. There you go. We have selected Cole Brown. Round number 5. Can by some miracle, character issues on this guy, but he's a frickin' 1 out of 4 medium elite. This guy has positive character. That's not fun. Alexei Prohorkin, positive character. Jurgen Bacher. Good leader, son of a bitch. Marty Eberle. Oscar Olvestad. Gets emotional at times. That's not one that we're looking at. Gunderson. Nope. Well, in terms of potential, we have about 1 good dude left to take. That's about it. And then from there, it's we just take whoever the hell's left. So that dude is projected to go around 228, so we will just sort by what we have here. First guy with character issues is probably where we'll have to go. Anybody want to have character issues? Anybody? Some concerns. Andre Molnar, if he could handle a professional environment. Andre Molnar, welcome aboard with your medium AHL top 6 potential. Shit. All right, who's next? Who else has character issues, baby? Someone's going to. Come on, someone's got to be a complete and utter dickhead. Right? Please? This is the worst part, is we're going to have to scroll so often in these damn drafts. Oh, why all the positive character traits? We already know Backer had positive character. I hate it here. Maturity, by the way, is another one that you don't see too often, but is another defining trait that we're looking for. Well, so far, round number 6 isn't looking too good for us now, is it? It's not looking too good for us. Oh, positive character. Oh, come on. He's got grit. He's got grit, though. Someone's got to be available to us, right? Pro mentality at a young age. Mesh one in any locker room. Come on. Where's the guy who's a 3rd round pick, but he's a dickhead, so he goes in the 6th? Kofi! It's not you that I'm talking about. What's going on? What were you up to tonight? Was it still the old streamer versus chat on NBA? We are trying to see if a drafted team of douchebags can be redeemed and turned into winners with positive mentalities. It's the very start. We're watching Slam Ball. God, that is a much better use of time than what I'm doing. Hopefully, by the way, if there is like a Slam Ball ambassador thing, I saw the thing on Twitter. It does, in fact, need to be you. Because that would be awesome. Oh my God, how? It's the NHL. Everyone's a dickhead in the NHL. Aha! Lucas Romeo. Some concerns if he could handle a professional environment. Romeo. You'll never get anywhere near my team, Romeo, because you are terrible. And the final pick of the 7th round, we know we'll be going for Kai Thoresen, who does have character issues, but maybe... Nope, he's pretty bad, too. Well, the only reason this is a half-decent draft is because we were able to land Braden Yeager and justify Matvei Michkov. Outside of that, not a very strong start to this team. Our scouts also took seemingly the entire season off. So that was pretty bad. We'll be letting go pretty much everybody that we picked up in the expansion draft whose contracts are due. And filling out the roster with other players, we'll have to decide what to do with Michkov. Like, do we rush certain people to the NHL? I don't think we will. At least until it's clear that we can start to fill out a roster with nothing but drafted players, but that'll take a little bit. But honestly, like Yeager and Michkov on that top line could do pretty well for us. Then Denver Barkey's there. So, you know, the foundation is starting to get set a little bit. That's the best bit of positivity I can throw out there. By the way, to get you a look at the rink of positivity. And again, the jerseys that we set up, that one day we will see raise a Stanley Cup. I mean, that day is going to be in like 2057, but one day.